Hey everyone, Aussie Viking to do a sort of vlog little video thing. I've kind of had some ideas for some other videos, which I'm going to try to do today. But I figured I'd do a little vlog thing. So recently, about, not 4 days ago, it's Wednesday here, so it was about Saturday, so 4 or 5 days ago, we had Comicon, well at least it started. We had Comicon in Adelaide, which I got to volunteer for. And, you know, Comicon, we have stuff like that if anybody wants to see the Australian Comicon stuff. I don't know if it's the same. It's funny, we had Brent Spiner there, and he's like, I love the volunteers, thank you for doing this, but I hate the t-shirts. He's amazing, by the way, and I totally got a photo with him, which is awesome. Which I'm actually going to grab, because I didn't actually grab it. So a slight little cut there, sorry about that, I grabbed all the other things. So originally I was going to do like an unboxing like I did when I did AvCon last year. But by the time I got home after the first day and the second day, I was tired as shit. I had to walk around, had to do ticketing, which is interesting. I was never really good at ticketing, but fair enough. And yeah, I helped a lot of things that had a lot of fun. First and foremost, if you are somebody that has a Comicon or an AvCon or any sort of con, volunteer. I'm being autistic. I'm bad with people, but when I volunteer, I actually get more confident with how I talk to people. So you do learn a lot of essential skills. Then again, you also meet people that are like you. Weird, stupid, and crazy. So, yeah. But anyway, so I had Comicon. It was great. It was fun, but it wasn't as big. So it used to be a lot bigger in Adelaide, but they kind of like halved it, which was a bit weird. So, yeah, but anyway, I'll show you what I got. I'll tell you some things about what I had, because I had fun. This is a little fun vlog. So first of all, I met Brent Spiner. Okay, so this is my first ever photo with a celebrity, ever. And I paid for it too. It was $60, I know, $60, but like, it's weird. I was always against paying to meet a celebrity, because it's like, really, I'm paying to meet someone, and I was a bit weirded out by that, but I sort of just didn't care anymore. Like, because he had his panel, and he was a really good comedian. He felt like a really nice bloke, and I've always liked Data from Next Generation, so I was like, you know what? If there's anybody I would meet today, it would be him. Because he was really fun to meet, and he was fantastic. And I got to meet Mario. Everybody who got, because we got one free one as a volunteer, at least in Australia, we got to pick from 4 celebrities, all sort of low to mid tier, none of the big ones like Jason Momoa, who was there, although we did have a lot of Jason Momoa jokes. And I picked, 90% of people picked Mario, right? And everybody got the Mario, or version of, the picture would have been Mario. And I just went, you know what? I'm just going to go get a dragon. And me and him were talking about dragons. He's like, I agree, we need more dragons. And I'm like, yes. And then he says, like, well, we got Yoshi. And it's like, but we need more. It was great. So those side of things, I had great fun, and I'm gonna put these away. Just, you know, awesome. But another thing I did, which is funny, is I bought a sword. I bought a Witcher sword, which is funny because when I first did AvCon, I bought a sword. Right, it was Jon Snow's Game of Thrones sword, and I said to myself, if there's any sword I can get, it would be either a Witcher sword, Game of Thrones sword, which is Jon Snow's one, because he's very Witcher-esque, or a Viking sword. And what's funny is this cost the same amount as that one I bought last year, but this is better quality. It feels sturdier, it's got a better blade, it's more polished. It's got one of these things, which name escapes me. I know you can sheath a sword, but it's not called a sheath, I don't think. I can't remember everything about it. But yeah, for the same price, this is a far better quality one, which is kind of weird. Then again, the other one you're supposed to technically have on a wall, which I haven't done yet, so that probably why it evens out. But I bought a sword, and Witcher, I'm a big Witcher fan, any Witcher stuff I'm going to buy, and I was looking around. And the last thing I bought was the Dungeons and Dragons starter set. I've always wanted to get into Dungeons and Dragons. A lot of people that I talk to are like, yeah, it's fun, you should give it a go. For years I've wanted to, and it was funny, I was either looking for a starter set or a Warhammer 40k pen and paper role playing. Couldn't find that. Apparently it's quite rare to get, or at least in Australia. So yeah, so I got Dungeons and Dragons, and I'm gonna hopefully play that one day. Hopefully, because it does look fun. Like, just being a nerd is great. I had a few other things to say, but they've kind of lost off in my head, as it were. I know. Actually, yeah. So, they had a lot of big-ish celebrities. They had, I think apparently this was her first con, or at least technically her second con. The girl from Sabrina, Melissa Joan Hart was there. She had a lot of great things to say. And apparently she was sick in like 9% of the episodes she was in, so that was cool. We had the guy from Legends of Tomorrow, the English bloke. Oh, I can't remember his name. It's a long name. He was Rory in Doctor Who as well. He didn't seem like he wanted to be there. Like I saw a panel with him live, and he didn't seem to want to be there. He kind of sounded like he was a bit like, I just want to go to bed. I don't want to be here. And I'm like, you're getting paid like a bigger salary than most people that work for a year, most likely, by just having a holiday. So yeah, it was weird. We had the guy Rollo from Vikings, which was funny. So Rollo from Vikings, I was there because as a volunteer you get to sit in like an area where you can kind of see them walk around, and there was a supernatural panel going on. So what happens is Rollo said, everybody just bring me some fake spiders and I'll chuck them at people. As you do. And I saw him just run up to the side of this big stage area, get on top of something and just chuck it at the supernatural cast, and they're like, who the hell threw a spider at us? And he just runs away like a little child, laughing his ass off. And I was like, okay, you're a good human being. So yeah, like there is other things like I want to say, but it was pretty hectic. Like there is a lot to do. I had to get up at 5 to get there by 7, and then do all that stuff. It's great. I will say this: if you've never volunteered before, volunteer. You should be able to volunteer wherever you live in the world if you have these cons, and it's worth it. You learn new skills, you meet new people, you have a lot of fun. If you're a nerd, you will in love with it. You'll be in love with it. That made more sense. And yeah, that was my little sort of like Comicon vlog. I didn't get to take much photos or any videos again because I was volunteering, and you only get like an hour break, which kind of sucked. I think AvCon's better in the regards of you got 4 hours to work, and about 2 hour shift of relaxing, another 4 hours, and another 2 hours basically. Like that to me was a lot better than Oz Comic Con's an hour. Although you can choose to be like, I want to go to this panel for an hour, so you can kind of do that too. And there were a lot of people that just like said, okay, I'll go help you out over here, and they never came. So yeah. Anyway, Aussie vlogging out on that vlog. I cannot wait until AvCon. Hopefully I get put in to actually do more volunteering, and I'll have a lot of other stuff to say. And probably a new sword, which may or may not be another Witcher sword. Anyway, Aussie vlogging out. See ya.